So today I want to try to bend as many, they're grade 2, 5/16 by 8 inches. And let's see if we can find it. Grip Fast is the brand on these. I'm going to use double wraps, just the suede wraps. So the longest part will be wrapping them. So go ahead, we'll get started here. I might try a few in the single wrap if my hands aren't hurt too bad. So each package has six bolts. So we'll see how many I can get through. These are just grade 2, and you can tell the grade by the head. Grade 5s will have, there's like a small triangle on the head. And then grade 8s, I think, are typically like a gold color. So these are just grade 2s. They're a little easier than the grade 5s and grade 8s. So I'm going to try to wrap these as quick as possible. The wrapping takes the longest. But you can use clamps to wrap. I just choose not to. I feel like it's kind of a little extra workout for my fingers to wrap without the clamp. And as long as you're pulling tight, you can get them pretty tight without the clamps. You are going to get a little tighter with the clamps. Alright, let's get our first bolt down. Now, as you can see, today I'm wearing it's like a welder's neck protector. I decided to start wearing that in case I have things snap. I think it's just more of a safer way of doing this. Now when you do overhand bending, you want to bend it from the head to the thread at least 2 inches. I'm going to attempt to bend these as far as I possibly can. And just for practice, at the end I'm going to bare hand. So I'll show you here. Probably going to go through a lot of rubber bands here. I've heard of David Horn. He's got a lot of bending content. He's very strong. I'm nowhere near his level. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to bend it just a little more. Bare hand. So there we go. From the head to the thread there. So there's our first bolt. Yeah, David Horn he's on a whole nother level here. I'm not even close to that. But maybe someday. The hardest part about wrapping these would be the head side, because it doesn't want to wrap like straight. So I think on this one I'll try a single wrap. We'll just see how that goes. You have any arm wrestling matches coming up? I seen you're training pretty hard there. Alright. Okay, get a single wrap on this one, make sure I have enough. Oh, is that guy, I think I've seen him, he bench presses like over 500 pounds or something. How are you feeling about that? You feel like you're ready? Alright. Yeah. Try one more. Yeah. Your wrist is looking pretty strong. I've seen a lot of your training videos there. And then you've been throwing in you've been doing that power twister, haven't you? Those things are crazy. I got an 80 kg gold. That thing's insane. I can do it under my leg, but I can't do it like you're doing. Here we go. Gonna give her one last. Not quite as good as the last one, but 3 weeks. You got it's in 3 weeks, or you're 3 weeks into your training? Oh, okay. Which ones do you have? Your match is in 5 weeks. Which kg power twisters do you have? I have the 100. Man, you're able to do that one, the 100. I have a gray. I can't remember the brand, but the gray 100. Well, that's not bad. It's the gold one, right? Yep. Yeah, that gold. I don't know what kind of steel that is. I think it's like German steel or something, but it's insane. I'd say you're doing pretty good with that close. I'm gonna go back to double wraps on this one. I don't want to wear myself out too bad. I can't remember the last match I saw him. I buy these wraps. I just get them from the hobby store, and I just cut them myself. It's cheaper to just cut them yourself. Just buy a big like sheet of it and just cut it. I did buy them from an actual like a company at first, but it's just too expensive. Everything's expensive these days. Yeah, these bolts, I was going to buy nails, but the nails, to get a significant amount of nails, it's getting expensive, so these bolts were cheaper. So I decided, you know what, I've never tried to bend as many of these bolts as I could, so decided to just go with that today. This is an easy hobby to spend a lot of money on if you're not careful. It's pretty addicting. But I try to keep it cheap where I can. There's a lot of companies out there, you can buy steel from them, and a lot of it's going to be harder than what you're going to find at the hardware store. And I think that has something to do with carbon content or something, just the way the steel is produced. But so you want to be careful with the used stuff, because sometimes it can be damaged. I mean, if you're going to use it, I would definitely have something like this. Protect your neck in case something snaps or breaks. But no, I try to, I do stay away from that stuff. I suppose you could use that for like rebar, because rebar is pretty tough, and you're going to do that more like braced bending. When you're doing braced bending, it's not like right under your neck or anything like that. But I've been lucky so far. I just watched videos and stuff and kind of didn't really think much about the safety aspect of it. It's just like with nails. When you're bending nails, you should probably just snip the head, not the head, but the sharp part of the nail. You should probably just snip that off, because there's a chance of it going through the wrap, and then it will just go right through your hand. So I may start doing that, especially since some of the nails, they're easier now, so I don't have to use as thick of wraps. Today, with some of the nails that I bent for practice, I use these half wraps, and that's when I realized, oh, this sharp end of this nail could probably go right through this. And the next thing I know, I got a nail in my hand. So it's just something, if you're getting into this, it's something to think about and try to avoid. Hey, so here lately I've been doing more forearm curls from the bottom. Um, I don't know, do you do any of those? Like while standing? I just kind of feel like I'm doing too much flat like that, and I just feel like it's like I hurt my left wrist not too long ago, and I wasn't even really doing too much, but it doesn't hurt when I do things from the bottom. So I've kind of done more. You just do it over the knee, that's it? I do forearm curls too much. I do them like every day. I should probably not do them every day, but if they're really sore, I will take some time off, but I just enjoy doing forearm stuff. See, yep. Yeah, I do them off the table too. Um, I don't have any of the Mazurenko handles, but I have like one of the cone handles and like other rolling handles. What I saw you have a side pressure, like a machine. Where'd you get that? Okay, let's get 4. From Ukraine. Wow, yeah, that's a cool machine. I just have my cable stack that I slide this table from. This table is not even really like a official table. I don't know what brand it is. I bought it from a guy. Okay, so we got 4 bolts down. I've been trying to do more yeah, you're right there. Get the tendons and ligaments stronger, and I need to get more table time. That is true. All the equipment in the world can't help you if you're not using it. Yep, I knew I was gonna go through these rubber bands like crazy. Yeah, that axle bar is pretty challenging. It'll get your fingers and hand, wrist strong, that's for sure. I've been doing more axle bar deadlifts, training for a competition coming up. We'll see how I do. I'm not really expecting a lot. I know there's going to be a lot of. Yeah, I seen. That's insane. you've got some strong grip for sure. Yeah, I think I may have done that like years ago with straps on a regular dumbbell. So I can't imagine lifting that on an axle dumbbell. If you do the nails, like I said, I would probably either file the tip so it's not sharp, or just cut it off and then just use leather or suede wraps. But yeah, I would definitely wait after your match because sometimes it can inflame your tendons and your elbows. And all right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Number 5 down. I think I'll try this next one. Single wraps. Now, for the most part, one of the things I've gained from bending is my index finger. It's like gained mass. Um, Probably like some kind of an internal callus or something, but I, as far as like grip, I'm not for sure. I mean, I'm sure there's been some kind of a benefit, but my hands are surely stronger and tougher. All right, this will be number 6. We'll try this in the single wraps and see how it goes. Yeah, hand strength is definitely something. It's strange. It's something that takes a lot of time to build. I mean, there's some people that are more. It's kind of like, with arm wrestling. You can't just. I mean, you may be a little talented at the beginning, but it takes years to build. And it's something that kind of it's not 100% affected by use of PEDs. Yep, that's 100% true. Yeah. That one went okay, but I think it'll be a minute before I do the single wraps again. Yeah, when I was sick and wasn't able to really lift a lot, I was still able to do like forearm things and grip things. So I was happy for that. So even when you're not feeling well, you can find some kind of exercise to do. And I find the grip stuff is, here we go, here's our second package. The grip stuff is something you can do all throughout your lifetime, really. You know, you're not going to be able to squat 1,000,000 pounds, but you can always do grip things. I mean, I'm sure you'll gain weakness at some point, but it's not as affected by age, or at least in my opinion. I'm no expert by any means. Yeah, because when I was sick, I wasn't able to deadlift, or I mean, I could deadlift, but it wouldn't be very much. But I could still forearm curl quite a bit. I would agree with you there. They come in handy. Strong hands are handy. I don't know why my nose starts running when I go live. My nose starts running. Chuck. So we turn it. That bend was a little crooked. See how it's kind of just a little off. I haven't figured out. I have thrown them away. I need to figure out a better use for them, because I just feel that's very wasteful to just throw them away. I thought about maybe doing snaps with them later, or like, you know, trying to bend them back to straight. I do need to figure something out because it's, to me, it's very wasteful. There's got to be something I can do with them. I just need to get creative. Somebody did say I should make like wind chimes or something with them. I suppose I could do that. I don't know how much that would be of a like a hot item. I don't think, but see how far that's off. It's not as good as like that one. Okay. Not much, but I got a little bit. I mean, it's not a bad bend, but it's it's uneven. To bend it right in the center is the best way because, of course, it's going to be more even pressure from both sides. I'd imagine one my left or right is fatigued, so one arm may be pushing quite a bit more than the other. Hey, so you do rows. Do you find that, like for me, what I've been doing with my rows here lately is holding them at the top? And I'm doing that because I think, like in a match, when you row somebody to you, you want to be able to hold that pressure, like when you row them to you. So I kind of just figured, you know, what good does it do to have just the pressure to pull it and not hold it? So I've kind of been trying to do more rows with a hold at the top. But I mean, you know, like you said, just doing any type of hard work would probably just be beneficial. Yeah, I find isometrics they're not easy, but they're your body can kind of recover quicker from doing them. Half reps or partial reps, yeah. It's funny how people get so mad about partial reps. They like they get really mad about them. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, I do a lot of one rep stuff, but I try not to make it like 100% max, but close to it for that day. So, or I change something a little bit, you know, like use a different handle or something like that. So I'm not doing the same stuff over and over. It'll be slightly different each time. But yeah, it's funny, if you post a video or something of you doing like a partial, people just lose their minds about it. But I'm used to that. When I used to power lift, I did the multi-ply bench shirts and stuff like that, and then you had all these people complain, acting like the shirt is lifting the weight. Yeah, it helps you, but you have to do it. To me, it was just fun. Using that gear, it was fun to me. I enjoyed doing it. I used to do the 1 rep maxes like constantly, but now I try to kind of just. I think singles are important because you gotta get your body used to producing whatever force it can for that day. But you don't want to, like you said, you don't want to overload it. So you have to, got to push the envelope a little bit. But the light stuff is important for blood flow. So I'll do that from time to time. Well, I do a lot of light stuff because I'm not like too terribly strong, but I want to start doing some like holds. Like I thought about doing like a bench press, just hold it at the top for like a minute or so, like as heavy as I can go, hold it, just holding it. Because I do some seated shoulder press holds at the top, and it's insane how like there's no back on the bench, so you're sitting, you have to balance yourself with your core. So when you're just lifting it like an inch and then holding it, like it's crazy. But I posted a video of that, and people are like, "What is this guy doing?" I'm experimenting. That's what I'm doing. You won't know if something works or doesn't work if you don't try it. And there's a lot of guys from the past that were just strong, and they did a lot of partials and isometric holds. Everything has its place. Oh yeah, yep. Construction work is tough anyway. It'll get you tough. I used to do bricklaying. That was insane. Probably could have made decent money had I stuck with it. Maybe started my own business or something. But I just found it was too. Every time I would start at a new place, I always have to start at the bottom. Didn't seem like I was gonna ever get to lay any brick, so decided it was time to move on to something else. Now I'm going to run and grab a drink real quick. Should have just brought this in here with me. All right. Yes, it does. And then when that's like the only thing they have you doing all the time. The first company I was with, they let me do a little bit. And then they kind of just, I don't know. I was young at the time, so I didn't take it too serious. But they wanted to send me to school, but I'd already taken classes for it. So I already had like somewhat basic knowledge. In the end, though, I probably should have just done it. But, oh well. I'm not upset where I'm at now, so. But yeah, that sheetrock stuff, it's crazy the technique to carry it. If you don't know that technique and you try to just, muscle it, it'll burn you up pretty bad. But once you learn the technique how to carry that stuff, you can throw it around all day. Should have checked what time it was. After this one, I'm going to go check the clock real quick. Yeah. 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 Yeah, you are right there. It tears you up. See a lot of those guys. A lot of them are addicted to pain medications. That's how they get up and go to work every day. At least that's what I saw. For hand recovery, one is just rest, but I don't do that one very often. But I'll do like wrist rolls, and I'll do the rice bucket. I have a rice bucket, and then I also have a tens unit. I'll hook that up, but I mostly use that when something's bothering me. Like here lately, I've been using it on my left wrist. I'll probably end up having to go to the doctor or something, because it gets a little better, but I don't know. It's my fault. I overloaded it. There we go. I'm gonna go check time real quick. All right. Do you have any No, I've never used that. Is that like a sauna? like heat. I was thinking about using like maybe an ice bucket. Just put my hands in there. You know, kind of like how people do ice baths. But I just haven't got around to trying it yet. What does it do? I guess I'll have to research it. I don't think I've heard of that. All right, yeah, I'll have to look into that. Grab a pen and a paper here, write that down. There you go, broke another rubber band. Okay. Well, if they use it, it's got to be pretty good. All right. So have you use it? Is it pretty effective? Yeah, it is getting harder to start them. Once I get them started, they're not too bad. I think I'll try this last one in the package. I have other packages here, but I think I'll try with the single wraps. See how that goes. See if we can't bend it a little more barehanded here. Yeah, got it a little bit. I'm gonna go grab a pen and write that down real quick. Okay. There we go. I wrote it down so I shouldn't forget. Here's the last one in that package. That'll be 12 bolts. We'll try this one with the single wraps. You shouldn't say abuse. It should be slightly abuse. You don't want to abuse it too bad. You abuse yourself too bad, you might break yourself. You don't want to break yourself. You do have a point there, because I'll always end up, sometimes I'll re-injure myself trying to figure out if I'm able to do something again. So you got to learn not to do that. You got to learn to listen to your body. It'll tell you things. See, I used to take a lot of vitamins before I got sick, and I think I overdid it. So now I try to just try to get things from like whole food sources. I try not to supplement as much, because before I supplemented a lot of things, but I think I just overdid like everything. I try to get most of my vitamin C from food sources. Alright, we'll see how this one goes. May not be able to do that. This is probably my last one with single wraps. Whew. Whew. Leaves indentions in the finger. Yeah, that's definitely the last one with the single wraps. That one was pretty difficult to start. Once I got it bent, it wasn't too bad. Hands are feeling all right. Don't see any blisters anywhere or anything. All right, buddy, you take care. Good luck with your training, and hope to see you win that match. All right, on to our next. Okay. I look forward to seeing more of your training there. Keep posting. This will be lucky number 13 here. Up, another rubber band down. More chalk. Yeah. Yeah. Up. Yeah. 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 Starting to get a little tired. We'll see if we can't finish out this pack. 5 more to go. Alright, let's crush her down a little more, barehanded. Get a good spot there. Okay. This will be number 14. 14. Number 14. Come on. Da. 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 Another rubber band down. Another one. Find a good spot here. It's got these tiny rubber bands. I don't want those. rubber band. Yep. Three more left if I can do it. Two more left here. Let's see if I can do it. I know my phone Phone battery. 12%. All right. All right, come on. It's one more after this one. Come on. One more. Last one. Number 18. Here we go, number 18, last bolt. There they all are. Alright, that's it for me. I'm tired now. I'm gonna go rest. Everybody have a good day.